Okay, my dear friend, let's continue the study of Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment. I keep reading the sutras these days, and I was touched by kind of sentences in page 122. So again, I will paste the PDF file in the chat here. Such beautiful sutra. So please turn on the PDF file and click on the PDF file and turn to page 122. Detachment in non-duality. So beautiful. So read Chinese first. 善男子，觉成就故，当知菩萨不与法转，不求法脱，不厌生死，不爱涅槃，不敬持戒，不憎毁戒，不重久习，不轻初学。何以故？一切觉故。譬如眼光晓了前境，其光圆满，得无憎爱。何以故？光体无二，无憎爱故。So in English, good sons, since their enlightenment is fully perfected, you should know that bodhisattvas are not attached to dharmas and do not seek liberation from dharmas. They do not hate samsara and do not love nirvana. They do not venerate one for keeping the precepts, nor despise the person who breaks them. They are not in awe of the long-time practitioner and do not look down on the beginner. Why? Because they are all enlightened. It is like vision seeing an object. The vision completely pervades without experiencing attraction or aversion. Why? Vision, in essence, has no duality. Therefore, it has neither attraction nor aversion. So beautiful. So start from the beginning again. Good sons, since their enlightenment is fully perfected, you should know that bodhisattvas are not attached to the Buddha or to the dharmas. So here is a key word here. Bodhisattvas are not attached to dharmas and do not seek liberation from dharmas. 不与法缚，不求法脱. So dharmas is a specific term in Buddha's teaching. So if I translate it in the modern English word is every objects that we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think. So basically the contents of awareness from 6 sensory organs. What we can see as image, as a tree, as a planet, and what we can hear as people talking, as a dogs barking, as a bird chirping, what we can smell as a flower fragrance, as a stinky, poo of dog. So what we can taste, a drink or a food, anything we can eat. And most importantly, the fifth is what we can touch, like a cup, a cell phone, anything we can touch, like our hands, body sensations. And the most important is the 6th sense, what we can think, imagine, visualize, memorize, and so on. Any mental activities. All these contents from six senses we can call dharma or dharmas. So if I put more simple word, all the contents of the awareness. So all the contents of the awareness, not the awareness itself. So if I bring you direct experiences, you are aware, right? No doubt about that. Once you can listen or watch this video, you are aware. Then my second question is, what are you aware of? My image, my voice, your body sensation, your understanding, your breath, your surroundings, the fresh air, everything. The contents of awareness are dharmas. So if you really understand dharma, then you more easier to understand Buddha's teaching. Dharmas are not only the physical objects of, as we can see, or a voice we can hear. Dharmas also includes the mental activities as memories, feelings, internal chatters as thought, internal images, traumas, everything that we can be aware of are dharmas. So, back to the Sutra, Bodhisattvas are not attached to the dharmas. So this is the basic requirement that a being can call bodhisattvas. A bodhisattva are not attached to the dharmas and do not seek liberation from dharmas because he does not attach to dharmas. But for most world people, we are attached to something. Once we like something, we try to hold it tight. We want to make it permanent for us. So we attach to the dharmas. But a bodhisattva does not attach to dharmas. Why? Because a bodhisattva knows that all dharmas fundamentally are empty, are unreal. All the dharmas comes and goes, appears and disappears, rises and falls, changes. Dharmas are in the constantly changement. And the bodhisattvas do not seek liberation from dharmas because dharmas are empty, are fundamentally unreal. So you don't seek any liberation from anything that is not real. And bodhisattvas do not hate samsara and do not love nirvana. Samsara and nirvana is a duality. Nirvana exists because samsara exists. Once you know samsara is an illusion, then there's no nirvana either. That's why bodhisattvas, they do not hate samsara, which is empty, unreal, and do not love nirvana. Once samsara are removed, nirvana does not exist either. Nirvanas are the antidote of samsara, while the antidote is unreal either because samsara is not real. Bodhisattvas do not venerate one for keeping the precepts. Precepts, moralities, Bodhisattvas do not venerate one for keeping the precepts. Why? Because all precepts, moralities are, warming up for the enlightenment. And once you're enlightened, you will know even the precepts and moralities are fundamentally unreal. They do not venerate one for keeping the precepts, nor despise a person who breaks them. You see? Bodhisattvas are not in awe of long-time practitioner and do not look down on the beginner. Why? Because either both the long-time practitioner and the beginner has the Buddha nature. No matter how many years of meditation you may practice already, it does not, guarantee you're enlightened, because meditation is just a tool to get enlightened. It's not a must. Also, because the Buddhahood or the Buddha nature does not rely on anything. Just remember that. There's something that's subject to nothing at all. There's something that is subject to no condition at all. You are already perfect, originally enlightened. And your nature of Buddha, your Buddha nature does not rely on your meditation. It's already originally there. Bodhisattvas are not in awe of the long-time practitioner and do not look down on beginners. Again, Bodhisattvas see the Buddha nature in everybody, in everything. No matter if you are a long-time practitioner or just a beginner. Why? Because they're all enlightened. They are all enlightened. So if I go back to Chinese, 不敬持戒，不憎毁戒，不重久习，不轻初学，何以故？一切觉故。Because Bodhisattvas are enlightened and they can see the Buddha nature of everybody, of everything. It is like vision seeing an object. The vision completely pervades without experiencing retraction or aversion. 比如眼光晓了前境，其光圆满，得无憎爱。何以故？光体无二，无憎爱故。Why? Vision, in essence, has no duality. Therefore, it has neither attraction nor aversion. The vision completely pervades without experiencing attraction or aversion. It's like the sunlight. Sunlight is equally shone on the planet Earth, no matter if you are a giant tree or just a blade of grass. You are a good guy or bad guy. The sunlight is evenly distributed on everything, evenly. 光体无二，无憎爱故。Vision in essence has no duality, therefore is neither attraction nor aversion. Hello, Fahad. So there's no code, oh no, evil in the body. Short and tall night. So why we are programmed to like something and hate other? So you see, the cold and warm, evil and good, short and tall, all the dualities, black and white, American, Afghanistan, day and night, they're all included in the awareness. The awareness itself has no duality. You notice there's difference, but fundamentally, under all the differences, under all the contents of the awareness, there's a sameness. There's a one thing universal. That is you, the consciousness itself. The consciousness itself has no dualities. The consciousness self or the awareness itself is just pure. So if I ask, maybe I can change my question here. Is your awareness cold or warm? Is your awareness evil or good? Is your awareness short or tall? Is your awareness white or black? You see, the awareness has no shape, has no temperature, has no size, has no any qualities, has no attributes. But every attribute or qualities, including the cold, warm, evil, good, short, or tall, are included. It's like space itself has no shape. But every shape is included. The best metaphor is the space itself. Space has no shape at all, but everything in the space has a shape. The cell phone has a shape. This bottle has a shape. But space itself here has no shape, has no a fixed form. That's the freedom. You see, you are the space. The consciousness is like a space. Why we are programmed to like something and hate other? That's in the dualities, no matter it's the love or hatred, people get evolved. In the comparison, the enlightened person or awakened being knows something that is beyond comparison. It's a paradoxical thing. It's a paradox. It's really hard to catch. So keep reading the PDF file of the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment, page 122. There's some comments by Kiwa, the Korean monk in 14th century. So keep reading. I will pick up the most important sentence here. See, in the comments, they say the keyword said that sage and worldling or worldly people are of the same nature. Both worldly people are sage, are aware. The awareness of the sage and the worldly people are same. Defilement and purity have the same source. They are able to act according to this awareness. And at the end of the page 122, there's a very good sentence here. When the marvelous nature of perfect enlightenment exists in the sage, nothing has been added. You see, 在胜不增，在繁不减. So the Buddha nature does not increase in the sage or nor decrease in a worldly person. How beautiful it is. I repeat, the Buddha nature does not increase in the sage nor decrease in the worldly unenlightened person. 在胜不增，在繁不减. The Buddha nature exists in the worldling, nothing has been subtracted. I repeat, this sentence is so beautiful. At the end of page 122, when the marvelous nature of perfect enlightenment exists in the sage, nothing has been added. When the marvelous nature of perfect enlightenment exists in the worldling, nothing has been subtracted. It is bound yet unbounded. It is bound yet unbound. It is liberated yet not liberated. A paradoxical statement. It is bound yet unbound. It is bound because the ignorance that cannot see it. It always unbound, no matter you are sage or you are ignorant, worldly person. Only sages recognize the unbounded nature of perfect enlightenment. It is liberated, yet not liberated, because it is originally free. It is liberated in the eyes of worldly person. It is not liberated in the eyes of awakened being, because it is already there originally for millions, billions of years, which is beyond space and time. With samsara and nirvana, keeping the precepts and breaking the precepts, the long-term practitioner and the beginner, there's neither addiction nor subtraction. This is because there's neither duality nor discrimination. Okay, the next page, 123, there's a very beautiful, very profound teaching here too. So I read in Chinese. It's called sentient beings are originally perfect Buddhas. Again, sentient beings are originally perfect Buddhas. You are original perfect Buddha. I am originally perfect Buddha. Everybody, every good man does. Every bad man does too. 善男子，此菩萨即末世众生修习此心得成就者，于此无修亦无成就，圆觉普照，寂灭无二。于中百千万亿阿僧祇不可说恒河沙诸佛世界，犹如空华，乱起乱灭，不即不离，无宿无脱，使之众生本来成佛，生死涅槃犹如昨梦。善男子，如昨梦故，当知生死即与涅槃无起无灭，无来无去，无其所证者，无得无失，无取无舍。其能证者，无作无止，无任无灭。于此证中，无能无所，毕竟无证亦无证者，一切法性平等不坏。So that's the Chinese version. If you understand Chinese a little bit, the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment in literature is so beautiful. It's so simply expressed, but contains, how to say, very infinite information. Is well organized, is well refined, and well touched in every sentences. The translator that from Sanskrit, the translator did a very good job from Sanskrit to Chinese, and the translator must have very good level of understanding of Chinese. If you read it as just a literature book, it's really very well written. So, Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment is in Chinese. It's really beautiful expressed. So we are page 124 now. Good sons, the bodhisattvas and sentient beings of the degenerate age who cultivate this mind are able to fully consummate it, have neither cultivation nor consummation. Their perfect enlightenment illuminates everywhere and perfectly still, without duality. Here, Buddha was a quintillion times as many as incalculable amount of grains of sand in the Ganges River haphazardly arise and cease like flowers in the sky. There's neither sameness nor difference, neither bondage nor freedom. Now you know for the first time that all sentient beings are originally perfect Buddhas, that samsara and nirvana are just like last night's dream. Good sons, since they're like last night dream, you should know that samsara and nirvana have neither rising nor ceasing, neither coming nor going. Wow, so profound. In the realization of this, there is neither gain nor loss, neither selecting nor rejecting. In the one who realizes, there's no contrivance stopping naturalism or annihilation. In this realization, there's neither subject nor object, and ultimately neither realization nor realized one. The nature of all dharmas is equal and indestructible. So beautiful, so profound. You see, in this chapter, we're on page of 124. The first paragraph. 善男子，指菩萨及末世众生修习此心得成就者，于此无修亦无成就。You see, so sounds, the bodhisattvas and sentient beings of the degenerate age who cultivate this mind and are able to fully consummate it have neither cultivation nor consummation. The perfect enlightenment is your originally face. You are originally Buddha. So there's neither cultivation for Buddhahood nor consummation of the Buddhahood. Only we are blinded by the illusion. That's all. The perfect enlightenment illuminates everywhere and it's perfectly still without duality. So in my previous video, I talked about the light of consciousness can spread evenly through all the dharmas of the awareness. Once you're enlightened, once you are awakened, let's say, it's like the awareness itself, the light of consciousness is luminous, is shining over anything you can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think without any discrimination. Your luminous light of consciousness shines on and in the world. That's all. The perfect enlightenment illuminates everywhere and is perfect still, is not distracted or disturbed by any objects, just like sunlight. Like sunlight is evenly spread on planet Earth, perfectly still, without duality. Here, Buddha's words, a quotidian times as many as the incalculable amount of grains of sand in the Ganges River haphazardly arise and ceases like flowers in the sky. This is really beautiful. So, in the modern science, we say the observable universe is around 93 billion light years away. But only this observable universe is a tiny, teeny speck of unobservable universe, which is infinite big. So Buddha's words a quotidian times as many as the incalculable amount of grains of sand in the Ganges River. We know the Ganges River is the very long river in India, haphazardly arise and cease like flowers in the sky. The Buddha's words, which is infinite big, infinite small, uncalculable numbers of these worlds, arise and cease like flowers in the sky, spontaneously arise and cease like flowers in the sky. Flowers in the sky, which is a pointer to say that all these worlds, incalculable worlds are empty. Fundamentally, they are not real. It's like all this universal unified field pops out a matter, an energy, and information, and all the matter, energy, and information disappears into this universal unified field again. And it's an infinite big, infinite small realm, or let's say field. It includes you and me, includes everybody on the planet Earth, includes every galaxies, stars, planets. Wow, so beautiful. You see, the science and Buddha's teaching matches so well. This is neither same. There is neither sameness nor difference. All is one. One is all. So there's neither sameness nor difference, neither bondage or freedom. There's once you know you are free originally, you're not bound. We are not bound. So there's no freedom either. Neither bondage nor freedom. Now you know for the first time that all sentient beings are originally perfect Buddhas, that samsara and nirvana are like last night's dream. Samsara is a dream, so the antidote of samsara, nirvana, is a dream too. First song, since they are like last night's dream, you should know that samsara and nirvana have neither rising nor ceasing. Sky flowers, they have no place to arise and no place to cease. That's why we say you should know that samsara and nirvana have neither arising nor ceasing, neither coming nor going. In the realization of this, there is neither gain or loss, neither selecting nor rejecting. In the one who realizes, there's no contrivance, stopping, neutralization, or annihilation. So in Chinese, let's back to a little bit Chinese here. 无得无失，无取无舍，无作无止，无任无灭。Okay, 无作无止，无任无灭。There's no contrivance, there's no doing, there's no stop of the doing, there's no neutralization. There's no naturalism. The translation is very subtle here. 无任无灭。Actually, there's no naturalism, there's no annihilation, because they are empty flowers. It's like, so empty flowers, the best metaphor here is we see programs or news or documents on the smart TV now. So no matter what programs you are watching, no matter what channels you are selecting, all the contents on the smart TV has no reflection or has no real power over the TV itself. It may be very terrible, it may be very beautiful, but none of the contents of the program can really influence the smart TV itself. Smart TV is there just like your consciousness is there for all the worlds to emerge and seize. In the one who realizes there's no contrivance, there's no stopping, neither naturalism nor annihilation. In this realization, there's neither subject nor object. You see, because subject and object is one. The consciousness and the contents of the consciousness is one. The TV and all the contents on smart TV is one. Everything happens in smart TV. And every channels, news, documents, films and movies are made of TV. And appears in TV, ceases in TV, made of TV. So there's no either TV nor the programs. So it's another way to say there's only one thing. If everything's one, this one disappears too. So there's neither subject nor object. And ultimately, neither realization or realized one. Everything's one. So there's neither realization nor realized one. There's neither enlightenment nor enlightened being. How profound this sutra is. Negation, neti, until nothing to negate. And that's you. The nature of all dharmas is equal and indestructible. 一切法性平等不坏。Okay, we can end here at page of 123.